South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So South Carolina's offense will have first crack at this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
On the third play of the drive, third down, is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. The ball pops out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of yourself.
There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Manning. Fires on the move. It's Lockett. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Buys a little extra time. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Baxter. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I like it through right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Baxter. Oh, he smashes his way through again. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He's going. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorns.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Harbor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Harbor. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll run it on the counter. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The offense changing the play. He'll start this drive firing. Zings it complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Hauls it in. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. to go up top. Got his man quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Wants to throw again. It's complete to the right.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Harper. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He'll set up to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now it's second and goal. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ball game.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And it's so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on sides. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce. And, man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside kick.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Working that left side now. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks will have it first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Harvard. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. Just keep swinging it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quick strike complete.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Harvard. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Gamecocks have taken it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Fit it in the window for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 4 over UNLV. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And that is where defensive ends make their money, by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life hard.
And a good, solid pickup for the defense. Cuts him down. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lockett. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Baxter. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? New set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Lockett. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Lockett. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take...
Oh, it's on the ground! High ball! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. but only the receiver could get it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time for one final play in this half. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throwing on the run. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. To the air on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The first half can't end on a defensive penalty, so we'll get a little bonus football and an untimed down. Looking to throw on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Dances away to buy time. The throw. Got a man, it's Jacobs. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to get it himself. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. On first down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Might be changing the route. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look sick.
Just straight sick. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast, at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
Here comes the Texas offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Great place to start for this offense. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
That is how you finish a play with some serious physicality. Nice job by the defense. He gets 1 yard, and you do the rest. You hit him, and you make him feel it. Next time he catches the football, you'll be like, hey, where's that dude at?
Dropping back, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
Trying to run, it's Baxter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pull down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
It's complete to the right, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The give to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize fourth down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by fourth down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Now improvising. And the defense sniffs it out, and they're all over it. Down he goes. Couldn't even get the throw off on the trick play. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Makes the grab on the left. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Breaks into the open. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, things aren't perfect. He has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Hawaii is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Oahu, one of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boise State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And how about that? In the 4th quarter, and you need your kicker to execute a bomb to take the lead. You trust him, and he absolutely delivers.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Got enough for the 1st. There he goes. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to Davis. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's the pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Immediately fires to the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. They'll move the tight end. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space, it's Tatum. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Unloads quickly. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They're going to run it to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. It's as if you're in GOAT in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Lockett. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wingo. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He might want another play. To throw, it's Sellers. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Using the quick game. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. To the air, it's Sellers. On the move, he fires. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up.
Turning it on! That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the